Okay, in this question, we've got to identify the group and period from this electron configuration. The group number is the number of electrons in the outer energy level. So in this example, we've got 4. And then the period number is the number of energy levels. So I've got 1, 2 energy levels. So it's in the second period. Calculate the relative Fermi mass. So what we need to do here is add up the masses of the atoms in the formula. So to avoid mistakes, what I would do is say there are 2 lots of boron and there are 3 lots of sulfur and there are 12 lots of oxygen. Let's just check so we know where those numbers have come from. So B is 2. The sulfur is, we've got to multiply it by this number 3 outside the bracket, and we've got to multiply the 4 by the 3 as well to get that done. So boron is 11, and then there's 2 of them. Sulfur is 32, and there's 3 of them. And oxygen is 16, and there is 12 of them. So that's going to be 22. That's going to be 96. 16 times 12 is 192. And then to get the total mass, add them all up. So plus 96 plus 22 is 310 as a final answer. This one I had already done, so I'm going to just go through the working out with you. So we always use this triangle to calculate the empirical formula. We go through it, as you can see here, we've got to do step 1, step 2, step 3, and then there's a 4th step, which I will show you in a second. So from the question, we are told the mass of titanium and the mass of chlorine. So I've written those numbers down. So we've got those 2 numbers done. Because I know the mass in my triangle, I'm trying to calculate moles. So I now write down the MR. So the MR, again, we told them here, is 48 and 35.5. And then to find the moles, we do mass divided by MR. So the mass divided by the MR for this first element, titanium, is this number. And then the mass divided by the MR is this number here. Getting the moles, the ratio here, we'd get 1 mark. Then what we've got to do, we've got to make these numbers sensible numbers. So we divide by the smallest number. So this is our final step. So this is the smallest number. So divide both sides by this number. That gives me 1. And this side here gives me 3. And then write the formula down. Always write the formula down. So it's Ti1, I don't need to write number ones down, Cl3, TiCl3. Okay, the nucleus of the atom is made up of protons and neutrons. Explain why atoms have no overall charge. This is because they have an equal number of positive protons and negative electrons. The key thing in there is identifying that protons and electrons have opposite charges and that the number of them is equal. So if I've got 10 protons, I've got 10 electrons.